Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Kind of a neat star-looking graphic. I'm going to try to do it a little thicker this time to maybe make it look better. It does look okay. Little interactive fill tool, and there's a couple of things you want to do. You want to start with a six-sided polygon. Hit P, put it in the center of the page, and then flip it. That doesn't make any sense, but when you make it a five-sided, for me, I want that flat side on the top. Now, you need to make your lines or rectangles long enough to cross in the middle. So I'm going to make a rectangle pretty long and quite a bit thicker. And I'm going to hit P to put it in the center of the page. Then I'm going to start moving and hold down the control button, and I'm going to put it right to it snaps to right there. Not quite there, but if you take your four-sided cross, it should snap right there. Control D, alternate C. It's five-sided, so we're going to go 72 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D. You only really need the top two. And this is going to be a little bit thicker. It's not too thick. Now, if you'll look at the intersection, we've got to make it look better. I think it's actually taking a three-point curve line. And if you go from here to here, there's not enough room. So I'm going to go from here to here and kind of make it level and then hit your control button and try to stay inside the lines of the other one. Now, that's probably not going to be very good because my other line is going to be really short. So I'm going to take my three-point curve line again and kind of go from there to there, and then trying to stay in the lines is really not enough turn. So let's try coming down here a little further and then holding. Now watch when I hit the control button. It makes it more of a turn. Now I'm going to come down to here and I'm going to try to stay within that line on the bottom, and I'm going to hold down the control button and see, I just can't quite do it. Now there's only a couple of lines we need to delete. These two and these two. Whoop. I didn't hold down my Alt key. If I hold down my Alt key, I get that. That's all you need. You need a long line and a short line. Now let's group this together, Control G. So we move it out of the way in a second. I'm going to use a different color this time. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and I'm going to set it on that burnt orange. And I'm going to fill in that. That looks really short, but I guess that's it. So that's those two lines. Now, because we grouped that, we can move this back. Now this one, we just need a little bit of darkness in the bottom. So we're going to take the interactive fill tool and just put a little bit of darkness, like it's going underneath that other one. Boy, look at that right there. I nudged it perfectly over the line. Now this one, we need two darkness. So I'm just going to make it dark on both ends and then come back with the burnt orange. And see, that makes it look like it's got darkness going underneath. We just want a little bit of darkness. Let's zoom in here. That'll work for the video. Maybe make it a little bit less dark. Anyway, that's good. Now, because we're working in the center of the page, Control G, Control D, alternate C, and just rotated that 72 degrees. And look at that. Control D, Control D, Control D. How easy is that? Let's take our black box. I like it. I like the thicker lines. I could probably come down with that second line further. And you know, we kept it. So let's just try that. Let's move that out of the way. And if you remember, we grouped this, so I'm just going to nudge it back. Or is that yeah, that's the thick one. I'm going to cut this line away. And I'm going to try to make it look a little more consistent. Let's go way down here and see what happens. I'm going to hold down the control button. That might look better. We've still got those other lines deleted. We've still got this group, but we got a new line, so I'm going to control G and fill it in with burnt orange. Go ahead and move this out of the way. We'll see if it's any different. This one, take the interactive fill tool, put a little black. It makes it look like it's going underneath the other one. And you really need to put black on both ends. I touched the wrong. What am I doing? Let me back up here. Okay. I didn't click on this to give it this one. And then just make sure you put it in that box. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put black on both ends. And then bring in that burnt orange. Let's see if it looks any better. I'm pretty sure I kept a copy of it. You don't want really too much to make it look like, you just look like it's going behind. Control G, Control D, alternate C, 72 degrees. I think I don't know, not that much change. It's kind of a personal decision. I'm trying to get it to look like it's going underneath or further, and maybe it does. But anyway, start with a 6-sided polygon and don't forget to flip it if you're going to, because if you don't, and you turn it into 5, your bottom will be on the bottom, and then you've got to work off one of your sides. By having it like this, you're crossing up here. Anyway, I hope that gave you an idea, and thank you for watching.